Imagine a place where the groom isn't allowed to see his bride until the moment they say, "I do." Picture the world's first skyscrapers made entirely of clay and vibrant spice markets, with flavors found nowhere else on Earth. In this land, women with captivating beauty are glimpsed only through their deep-set eyes, hidden behind veils that preserve centuries-old traditions. Welcome to Yemen, the poorest country in the Middle East, where people chew a local plant called khat daily as part of their social customs. In stark contrast to the luxury and development of neighboring Saudi Arabia, Yemen remains a land of hidden secrets the outside world seems to have forgotten. We're about to delve into the 17 strangest things about life in Yemen, but before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell to stay updated on our latest travel escapades. Join me on a journey to discover the amazing and intriguing facts about this extraordinary country. Will anything blow your mind? Let's find out. Number 17. Child marriage is common. Child marriage in Yemen is a complex issue, intertwined with economic hardship, cultural practices, and social norms. In many rural areas, it is not uncommon for girls to be married off before the age of 18, sometimes as young as 15 or even younger. Families facing poverty may view marriage as a means to secure their daughters' futures or alleviate financial burdens. This practice is often justified by tradition, with parents believing they are acting in their child's best interest. However, child marriage has significant implications for the girls involved. It frequently results in the cessation of their education, limiting opportunities for personal development and economic independence. Health risks are also a concern, as young brides may face complications from early pregnancies. International organizations and local activists have been working to address this issue, advocating for laws to set a minimum marriage age and for programs that empower girls through education. The Yemeni government has faced challenges in implementing such reforms, partly due to ongoing conflicts and political instability. Despite these obstacles, awareness is growing about the negative impacts of child marriage. Community-based initiatives are emerging, aiming to change perceptions and promote alternative paths for young girls. The persistence of child marriage highlights the tensions between tradition and modern human rights standards, reflecting broader societal challenges within Yemen. Number 16. The groom can't see the bride before the wedding. In Yemen, marriage is not just a union between two individuals, but a binding contract between families, steeped in tradition and cultural significance. One of the most intriguing customs is that the groom is not allowed to see his bride before the wedding ceremony. This practice stems from deep-rooted beliefs about modesty and the sanctity of marriage. The bride remains veiled and secluded, often spending days preparing with female relatives, who adorn her with intricate henna designs and traditional jewelry. The anticipation builds as the wedding day approaches, with the groom eager yet forbidden to glimpse his future wife. On the wedding day, a grand celebration unfolds, filled with music, dancing, and feasting. It is only during the actual ceremony, often after a series of rituals and blessings, that the groom finally sees his bride. This moment is considered sacred and is met with great joy and emotion. The tradition emphasizes the value placed on purity and the new beginnings that marriage represents. Even in modern times, many Yemeni couples continue to honor this custom, bridging the past with the present. It's a testament to how deeply tradition is woven into the fabric of daily life, influencing personal milestones in profound ways. Number 15. Chewing khat is a daily ritual. Khat, a leafy plant native to the Horn of Africa and the Arabian Peninsula, plays a central role in Yemeni social life. Chewing khat leaves is a daily ritual for many Yemenis, spanning across different social classes and regions. The leaves contain cathinone, a stimulant that produces mild euphoria and heightened alertness when chewed over several hours. Afternoons in Yemen often see men, and in some areas women, gathering in homes, markets, or special khat houses to partake in this ritual. These gatherings are not merely about consuming khat. They serve as important social forums where people discuss politics, business, and community matters. The practice is deeply embedded in the culture, considered by many as an integral part of social cohesion and identity. However, khat chewing has its downsides. Economically, a significant portion of household income may be spent on purchasing khat. Agricultural resources are heavily allocated to khat cultivation, impacting the production of essential food crops. Health concerns have also been raised, including potential addiction and dental issues. The government has grappled with how to address these challenges without disrupting social norms. Some efforts have been made to regulate khat use, but they often face resistance due to the plant's cultural significance. The daily ritual of chewing khat encapsulates the complexities of balancing tradition with economic and health considerations in Yemen. Number 14. Women must follow strict social rules. In Yemeni society, women's roles are defined by a combination of cultural traditions, religious beliefs, and social norms. Women are expected to adhere to strict codes of conduct that govern their behavior, dress, and interactions with others. Public life often requires women to wear the hijab or niqab, covering their hair and sometimes their faces, as a sign of modesty. Social interactions between unrelated men and women are limited, and in some regions, women may require a male guardian's permission to travel or work. These rules are enforced both socially and, at times, legally, reflecting conservative interpretations of Islamic teachings. Education for women varies widely. While some urban areas offer greater access, in rural regions, girls may be discouraged or prevented from attending school beyond a certain age. Employment opportunities are similarly constrained, with societal expectations often prioritizing domestic roles over professional aspirations. Despite these restrictions, Yemeni women have found ways to navigate and sometimes challenge these norms. Women have participated in protests, advocated for legal reforms, and contributed to community development projects. The ongoing conflict has also shifted some dynamics, as women take on new responsibilities in the face of absent male family members. The strict social rules governing women's lives in Yemen highlight the ongoing struggle between traditional values and the pursuit of gender equality. Number 13. Eating with hands is the norm. Dining in Yemen is a communal and tactile experience, with eating with one's hands being the norm rather than the exception. Meals are typically shared from large communal dishes placed on the floor or a low table, with family and guests sitting around in a circle. The use of the right hand is customary, as the left hand is considered unclean in many Middle Eastern cultures. This practice is more than a mere dining etiquette. It reflects the values of community, hospitality, and connection to one's food. Traditional Yemeni cuisine is well suited to this style of eating. Dishes like salta, a hearty stew often considered the national dish, and fatah, a combination of bread, meat, and sauces, are designed to be scooped up with pieces of flatbread or rice. The tactile nature of eating with hands is believed to enhance the sensory experience of the meal, allowing diners to feel the textures and temperatures of their food directly. For many Yemenis, this method of eating is also a way to honor their heritage and maintain a link to ancestral practices. While utensils are used in some contexts, especially in urban areas or when serving certain dishes, the tradition of eating with hands remains a cherished aspect of Yemeni culture. Number 12. The Civil War's profound impact. Since 2014, Yemen has been engulfed in a civil war that has dramatically altered the landscape of daily life. The conflict involves multiple factions, including the internationally recognized government and the Houthi movement, leading to widespread violence and instability. The war has devastated infrastructure, with hospitals, schools, and essential services severely damaged or destroyed. Economic collapse has ensued, causing skyrocketing prices and scarcity of basic goods like food and medicine. The humanitarian crisis is dire, with millions facing famine and disease outbreaks such as cholera. Displacement is rampant, as families flee combat zones seeking safety. The constant threat of airstrikes and ground fighting has instilled a pervasive sense of fear and uncertainty. Despite these challenges, communities have shown remarkable resilience. Local organizations and international aid agencies strive to provide relief, though access is often hindered by ongoing hostilities. The conflict has also disrupted cultural practices and social structures, forcing adaptations in how traditions are maintained. For example, weddings and religious festivals may be conducted on a smaller scale or under heightened security. The war's impact extends beyond immediate physical devastation, affecting mental health and future prospects for an entire generation. Efforts toward peace negotiations have been sporadic, with hopes for a resolution remaining uncertain. The civil war stands as one of the most significant and tragic aspects of contemporary life in Yemen. Number 11. The Well of Hell. Deep in the deserts of eastern Yemen lies the enigmatic Well of Barhut, often ominously referred to as the Well of Hell. This giant sinkhole, estimated to be between 100 and 250 meters deep, has been shrouded in myths and legends for centuries. Local folklore describes it as a prison for demons or a gateway to the underworld, instilling fear and curiosity in equal measure. Some tales speak of foul odors emanating from its depths and stories of people who dared to approach it never returning. The well's reputation has kept many locals at a distance, preserving its mystery. In 2021, a team of Omani cave explorers became the first to descend into the sinkhole, discovering waterfalls, cave pearls, and dead animals, but no signs of the supernatural. Their findings added scientific intrigue to the well, but didn't entirely dispel the legends. The Well of Barhout continues to capture the imagination, symbolizing the unknown and the rich tapestry of Yemeni mythology. It serves as a reminder of how natural wonders can become intertwined with cultural beliefs, creating stories that endure through generations. Number 10. A homogeneous religious landscape. Yemen is a country where religion is deeply interwoven with identity, culture, and governance. The vast majority of the population practices Islam, with Sunni and Zaidi Shia being the predominant denominations. This homogeneity creates a religious landscape where Islamic teachings influence nearly every aspect of life, from legal systems to daily routines. 5 daily prayers, fasting during Ramadan, and other religious obligations are widely observed. Mosques are not just places of worship, but also centers for community gatherings, education, and social services. Religious festivals like Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha are major events, celebrated with communal prayers, feasts, and charitable acts. The legal framework in Yemen incorporates Sharia law affecting family law, inheritance, and other civil matters. While religious unity fosters a strong sense of communal identity, it also contributes to tensions when sectarian differences arise, as seen in the political dimensions of the civil war. The centrality of Islam in Yemen provides cohesion, but also highlights the complexities of balancing religious traditions with modern governance and human rights considerations. Number 9. The world's oldest skyscrapers made of mud. The ancient city of Shibam, often dubbed the Manhattan of the desert, is home to some of the world's oldest skyscrapers. Dating back to the 16th century, these impressive structures are made entirely of mud bricks and rise up to 11 stories high. Built to protect inhabitants from Bedouin raids, the city's towering buildings are packed closely together within fortified walls. The design maximizes space in the arid landscape and represents a remarkable feat of early urban planning. The buildings require constant maintenance, as the mud bricks are susceptible to erosion from wind and rain. Residents regularly apply new layers of mud to preserve the structures, continuing a tradition passed down through generations. Shibam is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognized for its cultural significance and architectural innovation. The city's unique skyline stands as a testament to human ingenuity and the ability to adapt to environmental challenges. Visiting Shibam offers a glimpse into a way of life that has persisted for centuries, blending practicality with aesthetic beauty in a manner rarely seen elsewhere. Number 8. Unique traditional clothing and adornments. Traditional attire in Yemen is a vibrant reflection of the country's cultural diversity and history. Men commonly wear the thobe, a long white robe that is both practical for the hot climate and symbolic of cultural identity. Accompanying the thobe is the jambiya, a curved dagger worn at the waist. The jambiya is more than a weapon. It's a ceremonial accessory that signifies manhood and social status. The handle's material and the sheath's design can indicate the wearer's tribal affiliation and wealth. Women, on the other hand, don colorful dresses adorned with intricate embroidery, reflecting regional styles and artistic heritage. In some areas, women wear the balto, a black cloak along with a headscarf or veil, adhering to modesty customs. Silver jewelry is prevalent, often featuring designs that have been part of Yemeni craftsmanship for centuries. These adornments are worn during special occasions like weddings and festivals, adding to the celebratory atmosphere. The preservation of traditional clothing and accessories is a point of pride for many Yemenis, serving as a tangible connection to their ancestors and a way to express cultural identity in daily life. Number 7. Ancient coffee culture rooted in mocha. Yemen's relationship with coffee is both historical and culturally significant. The port city of Mocha was once the epicenter of the global coffee trade in the 15th to 18th centuries, giving its name to the famous coffee blend. Yemeni coffee is known for its distinctive taste, often described as rich and complex, with notes of chocolate and spices. Coffee cultivation in Yemen is traditional, relying on terraced farms in mountainous regions where the beans are grown organically. The preparation and consumption of coffee are ritualistic, often involving meticulous roasting and brewing processes. Serving coffee to guests is a sign of hospitality and respect, accompanied by conversations that strengthen social bonds. The decline of Yemen's coffee industry due to conflict and competition from other coffee-producing countries has been a significant economic blow. However, there are ongoing efforts to revive it, recognizing the potential for sustainable development and cultural preservation. The ancient coffee culture of Yemen is more than a historical footnote. It's a living tradition that continues to influence social customs and international perceptions of the country. Number 6. Chewing natural resins, myrrh and frankincense. In addition to khat, Yemenis have a long history of chewing natural resins like myrrh and frankincense. Harvested from trees native to the region, these resins have been valued for their aromatic properties and medicinal uses since ancient times. Chewing them is believed to have health benefits, such as aiding digestion and improving oral hygiene. The practice also holds cultural and religious significance, as frankincense and myrrh are mentioned in historical texts and religious scriptures. The collection and trade of these resins have been economic staples for certain communities, continuing traditions that date back thousands of years. The act of chewing these resins connects people to their ancestral heritage, serving as a daily reminder of their historical roots. It's a unique practice that sets Yemen apart, blending the utilitarian with the symbolic in a way that resonates with the nation's identity. Number 5. Unique architecture beyond Shibam. Yemen's architectural marvels extend beyond the mud skyscrapers of Shibam. In cities like Sana'a and Zabid, traditional houses feature intricate designs that showcase exceptional craftsmanship. Buildings are often constructed from stone or mud bricks, with elaborately carved wooden doors and stained glass windows known as kamaria. These windows diffuse sunlight into rooms, creating colorful patterns that enhance the aesthetic appeal of interior spaces. The architectural style incorporates geometric patterns and motifs inspired by Islamic art, reflecting spiritual and cultural values. Many homes have flat roofs that serve as additional living spaces or places to sleep during hot nights. The layout of neighborhoods is designed to foster community interaction, with narrow alleys and shared courtyards. Preservation of these historic structures is a challenge due to modernization pressures and damage from conflicts. Organizations and local initiatives are working to protect and restore these architectural gems, recognizing their importance to Yemen's cultural heritage and potential for tourism. Number 4. The alien landscapes of Socotra Island. Socotra Island, located in the Arabian Sea off the coast of Yemen, is a place of extraordinary biodiversity and surreal landscapes. Often described as one of the most alien-looking places on Earth, the island is home to hundreds of plant and animal species found nowhere else. The most famous is the dragon's blood tree, with its umbrella-like canopy and red sap that has been used for medicinal and dye purposes. The island's isolation has allowed unique evolutionary paths, resulting in a natural laboratory that fascinates scientists and nature enthusiasts. Socotra's human inhabitants have their own distinct culture and language, adding to the island's uniqueness. The environment ranges from sandy beaches to limestone caves and mountains, offering diverse habitats. Conservation efforts are in place to protect Socotra's fragile ecosystems from threats like climate change and unsustainable development. Visiting Socotra is like stepping into a different world, providing a rare opportunity to witness nature's creativity in one of its purest forms. Number 3. Rich tradition of music and dance. Music and dance are integral components of Yemeni culture, serving as expressions of joy, sorrow, history, and identity. Traditional Yemeni music is characterized by the use of instruments like the oud, a stringed instrument similar to a lute, and various types of drums and flutes. Songs often tell stories of love, adventure, and social values, passed down orally through generations. Each region in Yemen has its own musical styles and dances, reflecting local customs and influences. The Bara'a dance, for example, is a traditional dance from the Hadramaut region, involving complex footwork and the wielding of jambiyas. Music and dance are central to celebrations such as weddings, religious festivals, and national holidays. They bring communities together, reinforcing social bonds and cultural continuity. Despite challenges posed by conflict and modernization, efforts are being made to preserve these traditions. Musicians and cultural organizations work to keep the art forms alive, recognizing their importance to Yemen's heritage and identity. Number 2. The navigational prowess of Hadrami sailors. Yemen's maritime history is rich, particularly in the Hadramaut region, where sailors were renowned for their navigational skills. Using stars, wind patterns, and sea currents, they sailed wooden dhows across the Indian Ocean, establishing trade routes that connected Yemen with East Africa, India, and beyond. These sailors played a crucial role in the exchange of goods, culture, and ideas, contributing to the spread of Islam and the development of coastal communities. The construction of dhows is a craft passed down through generations, involving techniques that have remained largely unchanged. The sailors' knowledge was traditionally shared orally, encompassing not just navigation, but also weather prediction and ship maintenance. Today, the legacy of the Hadrami sailors is evident in the continued use of dhows for fishing and transport, as well as in the diaspora communities that trace their roots back to Yemen. Their stories are celebrated in folklore and are a source of national pride. Number 1. Hospitality as a cornerstone of society. Hospitality in Yemen is more than a social nicety. It's a deeply ingrained cultural value that dictates the treatment of guests and strangers. Welcoming visitors with generosity and kindness is considered a moral obligation, reflecting both religious teachings and social expectations. Guests are often offered the best food, accommodations, and company, regardless of their social status or the host's means. Refusing such hospitality can be seen as an insult. This extends to elaborate rituals, such as the serving of coffee or tea in a specific manner, and the sharing of meals prepared with great care. Hospitality also plays a role in conflict resolution and diplomacy, with meetings often beginning with shared meals or refreshments to establish goodwill. In rural areas, it's common for travelers to seek shelter in local homes, confident in the warm reception they will receive. This tradition strengthens community bonds and fosters a sense of security and mutual respect. In a country facing numerous challenges, the enduring practice of hospitality shines as a beacon of humanity and cultural integrity. And there you have it, the 17 strangest things about life in Yemen that will fascinate you. This captivating country is brimming with wonders, and we've only just begun to uncover its mysteries. If you're considering a journey to Yemen, keep these fascinating aspects of its culture and history in mind. Thanks for tuning in to Kabuma Travel, and as always, stay curious and continue exploring the world around you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this article with your fellow adventurers. Until next time.